What's going on, everyone? It's the People's Envoy Updog here with you again, and we got Cosmic DD7 to go over today. And for those of you who are thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to need Eternals, I'm going to need Vol, I'm going to need a lot of Mystic gear for Cosmic, that is not the case. I was able to get through Cosmic pretty easy without Vol. I did do Eternals, but I wanted to save some Mystic gear on Vol so I could have enough for Mephisto, and I needed a little bit for Doom for my Mythic section. So I just did Eternals, Kang, Photon, and the legendary Ravager Stitcher, as you can see here. So Stitcher, just because he's cheap, he's only one gear piece for Gear 19 gear. It's basically just to get into Cosmic and get through it. So let's go walk you through the nodes here and show you who to focus on. Cosmic is pretty much like City, so it's pretty easy. There is a Black Knight on here, first wave. Got some more pre-taunts just like Global. The devs love putting in the pre-taunts in this in Dark Dimension 7 apparently. But I'm trying to get the Black Knight out of here as quick as possible. I did put a slow on Quicksilver, which is not something you normally want to do. Don't normally want to do that, but we got a double tap from Icarus. He's a beast at Gear 19. And I go ahead and I think I use the heal on here, the health steal rather, from Stitcher. Oh, it almost got Black Knight there. But the Eternals carry really hard. Kang carries really hard too. So really the other two don't really matter. I just went with Photon because I really like that she can be used with Secret Defenders and A-Force. But Black Knight, Quicksilver are the main targets. Then a Cosmic Ghost Rider drops in. Actually, all three Ghost Riders in the game drop in. Of course, each one of the Ghost Riders vary just a little bit differently, Robbie gets the charges, then he does his little spray thing. Cosmic Ghost Rider can just be a pain with a lot of damage. The OG Ghost Rider, he'll retaliate if you kill someone. So really, after Quicksilver and Black Knight are out of there, I'd probably focus on like Robbie. The passive ping from somebody dying on the OG Ghost Rider doesn't hurt. Then after those Ghost Riders are out, I'd probably focus on Cosmic Ghost Rider and Lady Deathstrike. So once you get them out of there, the next wave drops in. We've got a big time, we've got a death pool, actually two big times, a death pool and a Phyla-Vell. Invisible Woman, her stats aren't nearly as good as they used to be. She can cause some problems though if you let her use her special, which is her turn 2 ability. Even her turn 1 will give a barrier to everybody, so that's not great. But the main targets are the big times, they can do a lot of damage. Even Emma and Phyla, they'll clear negative effects, so you want to try and get them controlled so they don't do that. But with Eternals, rewinding turn meter and all that, it's pretty easy to get that accomplished. So already we got the Zugs down and one of the big times. So we'll just keep working on this node until we get the next wave to drop. We take out Emma and Phyla at the same time. That was beautiful. And then the next partial wave drops, I guess. We got another Black Knight. Got another Robbie. Those are probably going to be your main targets. Big Time's going to be annoying. Kraven's going to be a little annoying too. But like I said, these three here carry really hard. Already we're more than halfway through the node as far as characters goes. So working on that Robbie, if you hit Robbie, he won't get charges, but if you hit his allies, he will. So that's why you go after him. Black Knight doesn't have any charges. He must have a lower ability on his passive or something, because I don't think he spawned with any charges. Now we're just down to 2. Black Knight, big swing of the sword here. Kills off Cersei. So this attack is over, but this was the first attack, so not a bad start. Alright, so if you knock that Black Knight out, I think we just have to cycle through our turns here. Then the next little partial wave will drop. There'll be 2 more OG Ghost Riders dropping. So now you kind of want to focus on one of them because you'll get double pings from them if you kill somebody. That blind on Kraven is pretty important when he does his ult because that ult can do a lot of damage. So Here we go, trying to control the OG Ghost Riders a little bit. Luckily, Kang gets that evade. Got another Cosmic Ghost Rider and more zombie jugs, but the Ghost Rider's pretty much the main target. Maybe Deathpool too, if she has a lot of charges. You want to kind of focus on her a little bit more if you let her get that high. But this is the end of the node here, so pretty much just make sure you don't take too much damage in the face and build up your cooldowns for the next Cosmic node. And there you have it. Circe and Icarus in true form finishes it off for you. So starting off the second node, this doesn't look bad, but it does get kind of rough. I remember having to do quite a few resets just to get the right kind of RNG, because you have AoEs from these yellow jackets, you have Rogue to worry about doing her special, you've got Shocker doing his ult pretty fast within the match, so he'll rewind you and do a lot of damage. Then you have Black Bolt. If your health on your characters dip low, he'll do his little burp and permanently kill you. So, and especially will do more damage on like Kang and Stitcher, the villain tech. So this is a pre-Illuminati reworked Black Bolt, but this is also a Dark Dimension Black Bolt, so his damage and his health is way higher than obviously than normal. So what I did was I did start off with the ult from Icarus to kind of rewind everybody. And then I wanted to try and get Rogue down as low as I could. I didn't think I'd be able to kill her right out the gate. But I wanted her to be low, so when she taunts, then we could just kind of finish her off. But man, surviving those yellow jacket ults. This was after, like I said, this was after many resets. This was the best I could do. Try to use up some of those abilities. I used up the Black Bolt special, and that was it for that one. So I was just enjoying Cosmic so much because it was easy, but yet the start of that second node is kind of a puzzle. So I forgot to hit record on the beginning of my second attack. I'll show you the second half of the second attack, I guess, here in a second, but I just did want to go over that. So Rogue opened up with her stun. And then I was able to work down, let's see here, the Shockers, the Doc, the Rogue. So all that was left was, there was the Hulkbuster, you'll see here on the video here, Hulkbuster, Black Bolt, and one of the Yellow Jackets remains. The second attack I don't think took as many resets as the first attack, just because I was trying to use up as many of their abilities as I could. That led to the second half of the second attack that we're going to go through now. So Goblin drops in. I guess this was a little bit after this second wave here. The second wave with the 3 goblins, and this wave with Rogue. Oh, I guess I took the other Rogue out as well, unless she drops in later. I'm not sure. But yeah, this was like already after I had attacked Goblin some. I'm like, oh shoot, I better start recording. So here we go. So the main targets are obviously going to be Goblin. As you can see, I've got him worked down quite a bit. You want to take out at least one of the Black Bolts if you can, if not 2. Also, if you could blind the Black Bolts, that's even better, because that way, if you're Kang or your Stitcher or your villain tech, whoever villain tech you bring, that they won't get destroyed by his passive. So we take out the Goblin. Now this Deathlock, he hurts quite a bit too, but other than that, it's just mostly just kind of managing your cooldowns and waiting for the next wave. And here I go, I'm checking to see who's coming up next. Maybe Rogue comes in later, yeah. It says on here she comes in, but I don't know, maybe it got changed or something. I don't know, that's weird. Alright, so we're getting close to finishing off this wave. Waiting for the next one to start. Building up our cooldowns. Got to get rid of that Deathlock because he does do a lot of damage. Those Hulkbusters kind of suck too because they put the slow out and put the barrier up and stuff. But if you can survive it, that just means you can build up your cooldown some more because they have all that huge amount of barrier. Alright, so we're down to the last Hulkbuster. This wave, the next wave won't drop until all of these enemies are out, so that's good. We've lost Stitcher at this point. That's okay. I did stun the Hulkbuster there just because I didn't want him to put out a bunch of damage on us. Put a slow on us for sure. That really hurts if you're going into a brand new wave. Really is a big hindrance on you. Alright, so next wave drops. Of course, we got another pre-taunt. We've got Rogue in here now. Basically, the Rogue, Deathlock, maybe Yellow Jacket. Ghost, I didn't really remember her being an issue, so basically these two and maybe like a Yellow Jacket is probably the main worries for you. Oh, and there's Black Bolt sitting back there, all silent and everything. Silent but deadly, so make sure you take him out. So I guess, yeah, Rogue, Deathlock, Black Bolt, and then probably a Yellow Jacket out there too. Probably your main worries. So if you kill enough enemies, just like here with big old Icarus here, the next partial wave will drop, and then we get another Rogue and a Gambit. So now it becomes an issue of you gotta clear out these weaker guys, weaker characters first, and then focus on the Gambit and the other Rogue. Luckily, Photon has a blind available right now, so yeah, I was gonna say I think I do blind Gambit so he doesn't give us any extra damage. Kang's got a special ready. I think I go after the Deathlock. Alright. Oop, take out that Black Bolt. Take out the Bishop. Almost got the Rogue. Then the next partial wave drops in. So we got another Green Goblin Classic. We got a Ghost Spider there in the back. She's kind of hiding. Another Yellow Jacket. But so now your main targets are going to be Goblin, Gambit, Rogue. If you're in this position where you have a lower Rogue over here, you want to take her out too, just so she's not a problem. And then probably secondary targets would be like and Black Bolt too, I guess, would be a main target. Secondary targets would probably be the Yellow Jackets as well. But the good news is, if you get this far, you're just about through Cosmic. This is another attack that I had went into. Goblin, he did his ult, and I only had Icarus, Kang, and Cersei left, and he just about demolished them all with his ult, so had to go back in again, but like I said, now we're only got 5 characters left. It's not so bad. At this point, with just like Eternals and Kang, you should be able to clear it out with a few resets here and there. You know, the other 2 characters are just there to kind of help support keeping the other 3 alive. So, and sometimes you just have to, if you don't think you'll be able to one-shot the node with like 7 to 5 or less, then sometimes you just have to go in there, draw as many abilities as you can, and then go back in and do one more attack. So that's what this is right here. My last attack. Goblin is certainly rough to deal with. Rogue is okay. I mean, she's easily handled once she gets through her special and her ult. There we go. Got Goblin down. Now we're just finishing it off. Don't have to worry about cooldowns. This is the last Cosmic node. That's kind of the nice about DD7 is, you know, if you're on the second node, you're almost done. You don't have to worry about saving cooldowns. You just finish it off strong, and there you have it. So it took me a total of 8 attacks between the 2 Cosmic nodes. Node 2 was obviously harder, but I definitely am all in favor for recommending just Eternals and Kang, and then 2 other cheap ones. Whoever you want to bring, whoever's the cheapest. If you're looking to try and get Mephisto sooner, that's what I would recommend. If you don't care, then take 2 other characters that you're going to use like all the time. Photon I'm going to use all the time. Stitcher I'm not, but I wanted to get Mephisto sooner, so that's why I chose them. But overall, nodes are pretty easy. A breath of fresh air compared to the global nodes, for me anyway, from my experience. But if you want to know some tips on global, make sure to go check out that video. As of recording this video, I am done with Legendary, almost done with Mythic. So you'll be seeing the Legendary video coming out here soon, and the Mythic video. I'm hoping to get Mephisto unlocked on stream, so we can get a live reaction to that. So until the next video, make sure you spend those resources wisely, and we will see you around.